Hi guys, welcome to part 2 of our granny stitch top down sweater. So this is how my yoke look now. It's very big, you can't fit in the camera anymore. So I did 1 2 3 4 5 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16. So I did 16 rounds. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold it like so, right? Here's how we are going to fold it, and let's turn it around so that it's facing us. So now this is how it's supposed to be. This is my front panel and this is my back panel, so like so. So now we are going to turn, right? So we are going to turn now. The back panel, the back side is facing me, and the front panel, the back panel is facing me and the front panel is away from me, which is this one here. So now we are going to continue here. So I'm going to show you how to join to separate the sleeves. So I'm going to insert my hook there and slip stitch to join this round. So here we are going to chain 3, and we are going to make a double crochet into the same space. Now we're going to remove our stitch marker, and we're going to do a double crochet into this chain 1 space. So now we did chain 3, and we did a double crochet into the V stitch, and then we did a double crochet into the next chain 1 space. Now we are going to chain 1. Now into the next chain 1 space we do 3 double crochets. Now we continue with the pattern just like we've been doing. Chain 1, chain 1, so we are going to carry on like that all the way till we reach our next stitch marker. So now I'm here, so I'm going to chain 1, remove the stitch marker, and I am going to do the exact same thing I did here. I'm going to do here. So again we're going to do a double crochet here and another double crochet, right? And now without chaining here, I'm going to do another double crochet in between the V stitch and the cluster here, and the 3 double crochets here. So in there, into the chain 1 space, do another double crochet. So we did exactly what we did here. The difference is that here we started with 3 chains, and remember those 3 chains count as our first double crochet. So we did 2 double crochets here, just like we did here. The 1 2 and then 1 double crochet in between the V and the first cluster. After you're done with that, we are going to skip all the stitches and we go to the next stitch marker, and we are going to hold that part like this, not like this, but like that, right? So that the right side is facing you. And then we're going to remove our stitch marker, into that marked stitch, the stitch that was marked, the V stitch, which is this one here. We are going to do the exact thing we did on this side here. So which means we are going to do a double crochet into that V stitch and another double crochet into the same V stitch, and then without chaining 1 we're going to do a double crochet into the next chain 1 space here, and that's how we join our, and that's how you join the sleeves. So now we are going to be working on the other side. So we're going to turn. So we are working on the right side because the right side we did half double crochets. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to chain 1, and then we carry on with the pattern, but this time we're going to do double crochets instead of half double crochets. Chain 1 and another 3 double crochets into the next chain 1 space. Chain 1, so we are going to carry on like that all the way across the front to the next stitch marker. So now I'm done. I've worked my 3 double crochets into the chain 1 spaces all the way to my next stitch marker. So now I'm going to again chain 1 here and remove the stitch marker. We no longer need it, and we're going to do 2 double crochets here, 1 and 2, right? So and 2, and then into the space here, right, we're going to do another 1 double crochet without chaining. We did not chain yet. So now we're going to chain 1 and then grab onto our where we started here, and then we're going to slip stitch on top of those 3 chains we did. So insert your hook right there and then slip stitch yarn over, pull through, and to pull through the other loop on your hook, and that will be the end of the part where you have to separate the sleeves from the body. So now what we are going to do here is we are going to start another round, and this round we're going to repeat it till you have your desired length, till it's long enough for you. So now we are going to we're going to chain 3, 1 2 3, and we're going to skip these 3 double crochets. Remember the chains, the 1 double crochet into the V, and this lone double crochet. So we're going to skip that, all these 3, and then into the chain 1 space we are going to do 3 double crochets. Now chain 1, now into the next chain 1 space, yeah, we're going to do 3 double crochets. So we are going to carry on with the pattern all the way. So from here we're just going to carry on with the pattern all the way till this part here, and I'll show you how to do this part. Now I'm done, and I'm going to show you how to work around the underarm area. So now we're going to chain 1, which I already chained 1 here. So what we're going to do is we're going to just place 3 double crochets into that gap there, right here. We're going to do 3 double crochets, chain 1, and move again, skip this, the 2 double crochets into the V stitch and the 1 double crochet which is alone there, we skip it, then we do 3 double crochets into the chain 1 space, chain 1, and we're going to continue with the pattern all the way till we reach here where we started, right there, and I'll show you how to close that round. So now I'm done. I'm going to work into the gap here. I'm going to chain 1, and because I've already chained 3 here and we're counting those 3 chains as our first double crochet, so I'm going to do only 2 double crochets into this gap here. So 1 2, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the third chain of those 3 chains, 1 2 3 here. I'm going to insert my hook and make a slip stitch. By doing that we have 3 double crochets into that. So now after this I'm going to move my hook into the chain 1 space here, so move it into that space. Now I'm here. So remember, whenever you're starting a round, you should start from the chain 1 spaces, not on top of the any of those three double crochets. The round must always start in the chain 1 space right here. So that's where I am, and I'm going to chain 3, 1 2 3. I'm going to work 2 double crochets into that chain, into the same space. That's the start of the next round, chain 1, and into the next chain 1 space 3 double crochets. Chain 1, into the next chain 1 space 3 double crochets. Chain 1, into the next chain 1 space 3 double crochets. So we are going to repeat that all the way around. So go ahead and do that. And so for this round, yeah, we are going to repeat this round till we have our desired length. So I'm going to continue doing this till the body measures about, right now it measures about let's see, it measures about 22 centimeters. So I'm going to carry on till it measures about 65, and I'll let you know. And yeah, but what you need to do here is just keep on repeating this, placing 3 double crochets into the chain 1 spaces all the way around, and when you get here you just slip stitch into the top of those 3 chains. You slip stitch, you join the round, you move your hook to the next chain 1 space, then you repeat the same thing, right? So that's what you're going to be doing. So right now it measures about 22.5 centimeters. So I'm going to carry on till it measures about maybe 65, but yeah, I'll let you know. So what you need to do is just placing your 3 double crochets into the chain 1 space all the way around, and when you get here where we started, you slip stitch on top of those 3 chains we did, and then you move your hook to the chain 1 space, because remember we said you can't start our row in the middle of the 3 double crochets. You can't start our round in the middle of those 3 double crochets. You have to start the next round, and every other round you're going to do in the chain 1 space. Okay, so, and I'll be back when it's all done. So now I'm done, and it's big, it can't even fit in the camera, but this is the top, and I'm going to measure from here so that I can just give you a rough idea of how big or how long this is. So you can't really see, but this measures 65 centimeters, right? From the top down it measures 55 centimeters. It measures 65 centimeters. Okay, so now we are going to carry on, and this is the bottom, right? So I'm going to show you how to do your ribbing and how to decrease, so that we start the ribbing. Okay, so I'm going to bring back my camera here closer so we can see what I'm doing. Now I'm going to do the ribbing, and I'm going to decrease, right? I'm going to make some decrease here before I start my ribbing. So the ribbing is just going to be front post, back post, double crochets. Okay, so now we are going to slip stitch so we can move our hook from where it is to the next chain 1 space. So insert your hook into the first stitch here and over, pull up a loop. Now we've got 2 loops, and pull through the other loop, and then do the same thing into the next stitch, just like we have been doing. Now we are going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3. We are going to do we're going to skip this stitch, and into the next stitch here we're going to do a double crochet. Now skip the next stitch, into the chain 1 space here we do another double crochet. Again, skip the next stitch, into the next stitch we do a double crochet. Into the chain 1 space, another double crochet. So that's what you're going to be doing for this round. We're just going to place 1 double crochet. Make sure that your double crochets are an even number. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be back when I'm done. So now I'm almost done with the round, and I'm here where we did slip stitches, where we slip stitch into. So it's going to be a bit tricky to insert your hook into the middle stitch of those slip stitched stitches. So we're just going to make sure that we insert our hook in there and do our last double crochet, and then we're going to slip stitch on top of the 3 chains we did at the beginning of the round. Yeah, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through. Now 2 loops, and pull through the other loop. This will be the end of the first round of our ribbing. So now we are going to start the front post, back post double crochets. So now we are going to chain 1, and we're going to work around this 3 chains we did. Yeah, so we are going to yarn over, insert your hook from the front to back to front, and then we're going to yarn over, pull up a loop. Now we've got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So that's the front post double crochet. So now into the next, we're going to do back post double crochet. So we're going to yarn over, insert your hook from the back to front, then around this double crochet, and then back to the back again, yarn over. Now 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, and pull through 2 again. So that's a front post double crochet. So we are going to alternate. So into the next double crochet here, we're going to do a front post. So yarn over, you insert your hook from the front. That's why it's named a front post. So we're going to insert our hook from the front to back to front again, yarn over, pull through. Now 3 loops, then you complete your normal double crochet. So we are going to do that again here, yarn over. Because this is a back post, so we insert our hook from the back to front to back again, yarn over, pull through. Now 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. So that will be the pattern for round 2 of the ribbing. And remember, this side is the front side, and the wrong side here is the back side, the wrong side, right? So we're going to repeat that again. This is the double crochet. So we did the back post. Now we're going to do the front post. Again, the front post, yarn over, you insert your hook from the front to back to front, yarn over, pull through. Now we've got 3 loops, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Now the next double crochet, we do a front post double crochet, yarn over, insert, because it's a back post, we insert from the back to front to back. So we're sort of like pushing this double crochet inward, if that makes sense. Yarn over, and yarn over, put through 2, and put through 2. So go ahead and repeat that. And when you come here, we're going to end on a back post, because this is a front post, so we end on a back post. So if you end on a back post, that's okay. If you end on a front post, which means you had an odd number. That is why I said at the beginning of this first round of the ribbing, I mentioned that you should have an even number of double crochets. It's because when you are doing the front post double crochets, if you have an even number, the pattern will not break, right? But if you have an odd number, which means you're going to end here with a front post. It will not be bad, but it won't look, professional. So go ahead and repeat that: front post, back post, front post, back post, all the way around, and I'll be back when I'm done. So now I'm done, and I'm left with 1 double crochet here, and I'm going to do a back post. So you should always end on a back post. So now we're going to slip stitch into this stitch here, the first stitch, to join this round. So now we are going to chain 1, and we're going to yarn over and insert our hook in here around this front post like that, and do a front post. So this round is going to be very easy, because we're just going to follow the previous round, doing front post, back post, front post, back post. So we are doing a front post where there is a front post, and back post where there is a back post. So we are going to do that all the way around till we come back to where we started. So we can repeat this row for as many rows as you want. So after this round, I'm going to do 4 more rounds, and I will have a total of 6 rounds, not including the first round we did of double crochets.